put your palms together for meditation reading. The constant struggle and strife born from differences of opinion is the eternal anguish. How to be pitied are those who are tired of war and wander aimlessly seeking diversion in the pleasure quarters, and yet able to reflect on the anguish of life. The teaching of the wind is that all things must be in harmony. A poem, excerpt from the poem Wind, from the book Muruge, composed by Lady Takeko Kujo, the daughter of the 21st abbot of Nishi Honganji in Kyoto. If you would please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 I recently bought a new to me, used car. And it's really nice because on the side view mirrors, there is a light that will light up when a car is in my blind spot. And so it means not to go in that lane because there's a car approaching. Great. It's a great little light. Love that light. And I also have one on the left side, indicating if someone is getting on the on-ramp and they're on my left side, that they are in my blind spot. So, what does it mean by blind spot? Well, there are several, definitions for blind spot. And basically it just means, an area that's obstructed. Or it's an area in which one fails to exercise judgment or discrimination. And it's a prejudice or area of ignorance, lack of wisdom that one has, but is often very, very unaware of. So we have blind spots here. And it's also an occupation in which a person has no experience or knowledge of. They're in a blind spot. Example. One of them was already discussed, driving. And the other is cell phones. Ever, driving hands-free, of course, ever hit those blind spots where someone is talking, all of a sudden it goes boop, and it's silence. And then they'll come back on. And they're right in the middle of their discussion. And you go, well, what did they say before that? Or sometimes it just cuts out completely. Blind spot. Or in conversations, when we agree or disagree, we can develop blind spots. Maybe it's something we don't want to hear. Or maybe it's a disagreement with what they say. What happens? We develop blind spots. Our brain just shuts down, doesn't want to hear about it. And so we develop blind spots. And that brings up core, C-O-R-E, blind spots. And there are two kinds of blind spots within ourselves. One is cognitive, the way we think. Yep. And the other one is behavior. It's how we react to situation, circumstance, statement. It's how we react to anything. Okay? Core blind spots impacts every facet of our life. It can affect our relationships with others and with our loved ones. It affects our activities, our daily routine, and it can also affect our diet and nutrition. We know what is not good for us, but we develop that blind spot because we like it, so we eat it anyway. Blind spot. Well, also it comes down to, maybe the doctor said, maybe you gotta lay off them chips. But we go, well, I like those chips, and we continue to eat it. Then we realize we're having problems from eating too many chips. Blind spots, refusals to maybe listen and to figure out for ourselves. Well, the doctor said it wasn't good, so maybe I should stop that. Something that we have to think about. And you know, it takes a lifetime to work on identifying these core blind spots. And working on it is consistent, and we must be unwavering, because it is hard work. And we create core blind spots when we react to any stimuli, no matter what form it comes in. What does that mean? Well, as I said, it could be someone, quote, pushing our buttons, unquote, and we react to it. And we develop blind core blind spots. And we either react in anger or we shut them out and we refuse to talk to them again. Or when we see them down the street, we run away. We cross the street. We avoid them. Core blind spots within ourselves. And you know, our core blind spots can result in various forms, such as negative self-talk. I have a tendency when I make a mistake, or if I lose something, I just get really just angry at myself, and I call myself stupid. You're so stupid. How could you lose that? Oh, and I become blinded. Because instead of really looking and really searching to find whatever I'm looking for, I get angry, I get negative, and I call myself names. To realize that if I just turn that part off and I continue to search and look, truly look, I can find it. Because I'm always losing my keys. And when I lose my keys, I get angry. Oh, where did I lose it? Did I leave it here? Did I leave it there? But if I really, truly look and think and see, they're right there. It's just put in another place that I usually do not keep. So, negative self-talk. And it could also result, these core blind spots come from previous negative experiences. And that comes from many things. I will not eat a certain kind of food. I've tried it once, and I did not like the taste. I did not like the texture. I couldn't stand it. So I have a negative experience. So what do? I turn that off. I refuse to eat that. So that's a negative experience. And our assumptions, we assume a lot of things without getting the facts. And it can also, core blind spots can also be created by resentment. Wow. So many things that contribute to our core blind spots. But by increasing our awareness, our focus, and yes, our thinking, we can develop a curiosity. Or maybe we can notice more of how we react to these core blind spots. Maybe we can change those core blind spots. But as I said before, it's working on it constantly and with perseverance that we can not eliminate core blind spots, but maybe ease those so that we can open our hearts and minds to what we hear and see and feel and taste and smell. And also how we think. When we think or become more aware of our reactions and our behavior, we can begin to see the true reality of who we are. Wow, what does that mean? You know, sometimes we are not even aware of how we come off to people. How people see us, because we have a own idea of who we are and how we act and what we look like and how we behave. But how do we, if we're not aware of how maybe offensive we can be, and we think that's normal, we start to wonder, why are people not developing a relationship with me? So we have to become more aware of who we truly are. And we have to look at the situations before making assumptions and before letting that core blind spot darken our thinking and the situation. And you know what? The truth is always right in front of us. Right in front of us. But are we willing to see, to think, to evaluate? It is Namo Amida Butsu, our Nembutsu, that will calm us in these moments of core blind spots. It is a time where it gives us the opportunity to see and think. For many times we don't think, we react without thinking. And this Nembutsu is always with us, no matter where, what situation, what reaction there is. And it's always showing us and guiding us and sharing direction and guidance. You will not, our number 2 does not, and does not give us solutions. For solutions come within us, from us. Whether the decision is negative or positive, it doesn't matter. It comes from us. And it comes from here, and it comes from what we truly, truly feel in our hearts. Maybe not saying half the stuff we say, giving it thought before we say it, using words that are not hurting, using a little bit of kindness to direct. We have to know our true self. And once we can realize our understanding of Namo Amida Butsu, maybe we can start to see what our core blind spots are. And we can begin a new journey of finding who we are. Where can we change directions? Where can we find our own solutions? Core blind spots. We all have them. But we are never truly aware of them. If you would please, put your palms together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.